when I was in New York City trying to be an actor, and all I wanted to do was just get a part. What can I do to be different? I gotta stand out in the audition. Someone told me, stop trying to be different. Stop trying to do what everybody else is doing. Here's the secret. Just try to be great. Be so good that they can't ignore you. And that's how you'll differentiate. Serhant is a triumvirate of companies that uses technology to empower the gig economy through real estate brokerage sales, education, and media. We have 6 million, I guess a little over 6 million followers and subscribers across platforms and accounts right now, making us, I think, the most followed real estate brokerage brand on the planet. And we now have just over 15,000 salespeople in 110 countries in the education side of the business. And we just crossed 350 licensed agents across 7 states on the brokerage side of the business. I was in New York City after I graduated college in 2006. I wanted to be an actor. I was doing odd jobs here and there, and I eventually just ran out of savings, and I had to figure out how to pay my bills, how I was gonna pay rent. Otherwise, I had to move home, and at that time, moving home was in Colorado, and I didn't want to go home to Colorado because I'd never come back to New York. A friend of mine said, hey, listen, you're good at memorizing information and improvising with strangers, and you can get up and talk in front of people you don't know. That's sales. You should get your real estate license. I took the test, all the tests actually, and on September 15th, 2008, I became a licensed associate real estate salesperson, and that morning, Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy. And so that was day one. I think like 80% of all licensed real estate agents quit in the first year because they just can't handle the rejection. They don't know how to make an income. For me, it wasn't that bad. And I became addicted to it. And I loved the job of sales and how limitless it was. And then most people know me from a TV show called $1 Million Listing New York.
The New York City real estate market right now is on fire.
I put theater to the side, got into real estate to take myself seriously, then answered an open call audition with 3,000 other agents in 2010 and was picked to be on $1 Million Listing New York that ran for 10 years.
I'm in the gym by 5 o'clock. I'm out by 6 o'clock. I'm showered and in the office by 7 o'clock. Then I run around and I show clients and I build new business. And then I go to dinner or to an event every single night. Then I'm back in the office till about midnight, 1 o'clock, and then I wake up at 4:23 and do it all over again.
Don't focus on scale, focus on growth. Well, we gotta hire, and do all of this so I can be bigger, bigger, and bigger. For what? More people is more problems, not more money. Focus on building a business that's so great that no one can ignore you. And then scale will happen by default because you just have something so good, you're gonna need more people to work with you to facilitate the business and to handle all the customers. Unfortunately, I think for me, if I knew then what I know now about what I do, I would not be where I am today because I never would have done it. It's way too hard. Ignorance is so bliss. Had I actually looked left and right and asked the questions, instead of just been so focused on forward momentum, I would have totally talked myself out of getting into real estate. Are you kidding me? I was showing apartments in the end of 2008 in cowboy boots, khaki pants, and a collared shirt because those were my nice clothes. While people had like the New York Times out that said, if you buy real estate, you are an idiot, right? Markets had collapsed. It was the end of the world, the Great Recession. And I was just like, let's go. Real estate is great. I started Serhant in September 2020. Everything around me was still boarded up from the riots from George Floyd, right, in June. And everyone thought I was sick. Like, I think people were really concerned about my health. And they asked me, like, you're really starting your own real estate company in New York City? Are you sure? Had I known then how hard it was to start your own company and how actually expensive it was and how hard it was to hire people and everything that I know now, oh my God, I don't know if I would have done it. But I mean, that's also the benefit of just focusing on what's directly ahead of you. It's like a sprinter, you know, and I say that all the time. Every day is a race. You just don't know what race you're running. And if I focused on it, if I knew today was a marathon, do I really want to run that far? I think today's gonna be a sprint. But by the end of the day, I'm like, oh my God, today was a marathon. Thank goodness I did not know that going into it.